Hello. Hi, guys. How are you? Sorry, I'm running late for my own live stream. Um, cool. There's 5 people here already. Awesome. Can you guys hear me? I don't actually know. I've never done this before, so let's just check. If you can hear me, can someone in the chat maybe? No, that's all good. Okay. All right. So, what we're going to be doing today is just a little catch up. It's been ages since I've posted my regular content on YouTube, and I just thought this would be the easiest, the quickest way for me to catch up with you guys and kind of tell you where my head's at, what I'm planning on doing in the future, and also just answer some questions that you guys had for me as well. Um, I'm currently, I will leave this up, by the way. I will leave this on my channel. So if you need to leave or come back and watch it another time, then you're welcome to do that. I will start off by saying that I'm actually currently 3 months postpartum. So our little boy, Nathaniel, is 3 months old. And I will make sure that I get a picture up for you guys, an updated picture. Hello from France. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh. Hello from France. I'm in Sydney at the moment, so it's 8 p.m. here on a Saturday night. This is my new Saturday night. I've got a hot chocolate and I plan to be in bed by 9 p.m. That's my bedtime at the moment. If you're coming in from anywhere else around the world, please let me know because it'd be so nice to hear from you. So this is our boy Nathaniel. This is a little video of him in the pram and his little cheeks popping about. So he's 3 months old now, and he's starting to give us nice big smiles, which is really lovely, which makes it all that more rewarding as well. But yeah, it has been tough. That's probably been one of my biggest questions from you guys. You guys posted some questions to me, and everyone asked how postpartum life has been. And um, yeah, it's been tough, but like seriously, the best. Hi, Hannah. Yes, he is cute. From Brizzy. Oh, fellow Aussie. How cool. Um, Another question that you guys had for me was about postpartum style. So I'll definitely be talking about that in a second and how my style has kind of changed a little bit. I won't keep you guys here for long tonight. We'll just kind of wait and see if some more people come in. Hello from Tokyo. Oh, awesome. Somewhere I am absolutely dying to go to. Yeah, it's good to be live. I've never done live before, so I am a little nervous, but hey, and I'm on like 4 hours sleep as well. So if I can't string a sentence together, that's probably why. Juju from Sydney. Aha. Hello. Most people from Sydney. Hello, Linda. It's great to see you. Oh, this is so nice. This is awesome. Okay, well, I've got some things written down here, so I'll get started with like what I want to talk about. If there's anything extra you want to ask in the chat, just let me know as well. Um, yeah, so basically, Nathaniel is the cutest little boy ever. Obviously, I'm very biased. Here he is again for those of you that missed him. He's 3 months old. Postpartum has been incredibly hard. I think the best thing that has been for me is that I was in therapy before postpartum, and continuing through it has just been the best thing. Talking to my therapist every week has just been a really good support for me. I think the hardest part for me was just like I'm in Sydney and most of my family is in Melbourne and Alex's family is in London. And so once they all left after like the first month of Nate being born, things kind of got real after that, and we didn't have a lot of support here. So yeah, it was a really difficult transition. Um, for me, I think like the identity change was the hardest part. Like I missed YouTube. I missed creating on here. I would work so hard for what I did on this platform, and I just missed hearing from you guys, and yeah, just having none of that again was just really, really hard for me. Um, I think a lot of you guys probably know that I stopped making videos throughout most of my pregnancy. I made a few here and there, but it's because I hurt my back really bad and could hardly walk. So, yeah, I've missed it so much, and I'm just dying to get back, but I obviously know that I have to, like, slowly get back into it. Couple of questions. He's adorable. Thank you. Your postpartum exercise routines. So, yeah, I've only just started exercising again, only recently in the past couple of weeks because I had a emergency cesarean, which I'll talk a bit about, like, kind of what happened with the birth in a second. Not in too much detail, but it was something that a lot of you guys asked me was to talk about his birth. But yeah, I had an emergency cesarean, so unfortunately, um, exercise was hard for me to get back into. But I've done um, the first thing I started about 7 or 8 weeks after he was born was swimming again. That was what I did mostly when I was pregnant. That was just the best thing when I was pregnant. Um, and yeah, the last weekend, once again, I started Reformer Pilates. So I think Reformer Pilates is just like the best overall body workout. And um, yeah, I feel amazing after reformer, and it just doesn't only stretch, but it strengthens, and it's really good for my back injury and stuff like that. So I started that last week, and my very first reformer class back was like so hard. Um, yeah, I really felt it. And then I did another class this morning, which I was very proud of because I rolled out of bed at 9:45 and my class was at 10 a.m. and I'd had like 4 hours of sleep because Nate was just miserable last night overnight. So, yeah, I was proud that I actually got there because after the class, I felt amazing. So, there is big, big power in exercise, not just for your body, but for your mind as well. So, yeah, I'm really glad that I can keep that up again. Um, yeah, I think I went off then, but I was talking mostly about postpartum, but I'm doing really good now. But I definitely did struggle massively with anxiety um, right after the birth and probably for quite a while. Up until like the last couple of weeks, things have started to get a lot easier. But I'm still in therapy, and like that's a massive help. That's such like a good thing to be doing. His birth, we basically I won't go into like too much detail, but I'll talk briefly about it. We went in for a planned induction on the day after he was due, and we did this. I never wanted to be induced. I was really wanted to like try to bring on labor naturally, but basically towards like the last couple of weeks of the pregnancy, I really just couldn't walk anymore because of my back, and I was very not only sore but really stressed, and it wasn't a good place to be and to go into labor being so stressed. And yeah, because there wasn't much I could do. My doctor offered an induction because I was pretty sad at the time, so we just had to get him out because basically Nate was a really big boy. He was born like 4.1 kilos, and yeah, I don't have a huge frame on me either. So towards the end, I was really struggling with the weight and the back. So that's why we induced. And then the induction happened, and we ended up being in labor for like half of the day. And unfortunately, he was getting really distressed, and we weren't progressing in labor. And his heart rate kept dropping when I was having contractions, and we weren't really progressing anywhere in labor for him to really be born. Um, So yeah, we just had to call it and say that we are going to have an emergency cesarean, and he was born at about 10 p.m. on a Sunday night via emergency cesarean. So yeah, we're just happy that he got here safely, and I was safe and he was safe, and my obstetrician was amazing and really looking after me. So I'm just so glad that that all went the way it did. It was a bit scary going into an emergency cesarean, but I kind of prepared myself for it. I just beforehand I kind of read about cesareans and was like, if it happens, it happens, like as long as he's in the world safe, that's the main thing. And Alex was like the biggest support during the Caesar. He just held my hand and helped me do my breathing exercises when it was all happening. And then yeah, he was in the world 45 minutes after they told me we were having a cesarean. He was born. So yeah, that was awesome. Um, Hello from Texas. Your little angel is precious. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Let me know where you guys are coming from as well, if there's anyone else from anywhere. It's so nice to hear from you guys. It's really, really nice. Okay, so what else was I going to talk about? A lot of you kind of asked about Bubs and sustainability and like if there's anything that I've been doing to kind of be more sustainable in the baby journey, because obviously when you have a baby, like you need a lot of stuff and they create a lot of waste as well. So there's definitely things that we can do to help with that. And because that's important to me, I did want to research a lot of things, but I've always had in my head when it comes to sustainability to not put so much pressure on myself and to always go for progress and not perfection. Like that's my kind of like mantra in my head. And I do that with like sustainable fashion and stuff as well, because I think if we try to aim for perfect, we're often like we can't be perfect with everything. So we're often really disappointed. And then that can often like pull us back and make us not try anymore because we can't be perfect, if that makes sense. So with Nate, I also tried to aim for progress with him, not perfection. So I did really want to do like cloth diapering and all that stuff before he was born. But someone said to me, take the pressure off yourself. Don't do too much at the beginning because it's such a big adjustment. And looking back on it, I'm so glad now that I didn't just jump straight into cloth diapering, because it would have been just one of those extra things that I would have had to wrap my head around when he was born. I would like to eventually do it, but we'll see down the track. But yeah, so we're just doing normal diapers. I've tried all of the like ones that are meant to like disintegrate and stuff, but they're awful. So if anyone has any good brands in Australia of good diapers, please let me know. But the main thing for me was just like the amount of clothes and the amount of stuff that he needed. Like I really didn't want to add just like heaps and heaps of stuff into my house, heaps of clothes as well. So basically we just did so much of it secondhand and so much on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is like my all-time favorite thing to do. All of his clothes, his pram, his bassinet, um, everything, like little toys, just so many little things. So much of it was all secondhand. So yeah, we did Facebook Marketplace or his carrier, his bouncer, because these things like they can add up. The money can add up as well. So we did Facebook Marketplace, Depop for some clothes as well, and then a lot of my friends handed down their clothes too. So I hope to do the same thing to my friends who are having babies as well. I hope to give Nate's clothes onto them too. But yeah, especially when they grow out of them so fast. It's like there's some things that he's only worn like once or twice and it's it's frustrating. So yeah, and you get gifted a lot too, which is nice. So um In terms of, like, sustainability, I think that's, like, the main stuff that we've done. Yeah, just progress, not perfection, trying not to worry so much about the waste, but just I'll eventually get into cloth diapering and just take it one step at a time when I'm ready to do that. Um, we are Alex and I are going to London in 4 days, 3 days or 4 days. So that has been keeping me really busy, keeping my mind busy, is organizing that trip. And yes, I'm very nervous about flying all the way over there with a baby, but people do it every day, and I think the flight attendants will be really helpful. So I think it's gonna be okay. Um, we're going over for a wedding, and then we're going over for like 5 weeks to see all of Alex's family and all of like my friends because I used to live in London as well. So we're very, very excited about that. And I'm just like so excited to have some more help from people as well because yeah, it's hard. It's a hard gig having a kid and not having a lot of family around at the same time. It's definitely support is massive. It's so true that it takes a tribe to bring up a baby. Wherever you go, okay. Do breastfeeding. Yes, I do breastfeed. And it has been the most hard, toughest journey ever. Breastfeeding is not something that happens overnight. We're 3 months in, and I feel like we're finally starting to get the hang of it, but yeah, I was close to throwing in the towel many times and, like, honestly, I think, like, however your baby is fed is amazing as long as your baby's getting fed. But yeah, breastfeeding is so difficult, and yeah, incredibly difficult journey, but we're getting there, and I think when babies are born, you gotta remember that they're learning and you're learning how to do things. So, um, yeah, it's a big adjustment for everyone. Hello from Tennessee in the US. I'm glad things ended up going well and Nathaniel is beautiful. All of you take care. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. I have really missed your videos. So glad you're doing well. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I've missed making videos and I've missed chatting to you guys and like I don't know if you guys know, but, like, I learn so much from you when I make my videos as well, like, I don't necessarily know everything, I don't think like, I know I don't know everything, and I'm always learning from you guys, and I really just miss that. I miss creating, I miss posting every week and chatting with you guys and yeah, and making a difference, even if it's a little difference. It was a really rewarding thing to do, so I can't wait to get back to it. Um, and speaking of getting back to it, I guess I'll talk about that now. My plan for YouTube is obviously to get back on it, but I'm for the next 5 weeks will be in London holidaying and spending time with family and friends. So there won't be any videos for that time, but I have actually in the past 2 weeks been filming, doing a bit of filming. So I have been filming a couple of videos. I filmed um, oh my god, a fall what do you call it? Fall outfits? Oh, here's my baby brain. What do we call it here in Australia? What's the season? Summer? Autumn. Oh my god. That is 4 hours of sleep. I filmed an autumn outfits video. Um, I filmed a video styling my favorite pair of black ballet flats as well because they're just such a classic piece. I've done heaps of styling outfits for that. So I filmed, but I just haven't edited. The editing process seems to be like the longest part for me, which is the process that I really enjoy. So I really want to get back to it, but it is very time consuming. But just know that like I am doing stuff, but I'm just doing it so slow and at my own pace. And it feels good to do it. It's not like I don't feel like I'm under pressure. I just feel like I'm doing it because like it's like my little escape from motherhood. It's my time to be creative and have like a break from, being a mum for a bit. So yeah, it's really good. Um, so yeah, I have been filming and I hope to get videos out soon, but they will just come. They will come in my own time. But I'm aiming for like end of September, October for like a couple of videos to start coming out. And it's probably going to be like every 2 weeks, and then I'll just get into my groove. Maybe I'll get someone to help me with the editing process. Maybe by then I'll have someone like a babysitter to come round once a week or something, and I can do a bit of work because yeah, it's for me, it's important to keep working, but just not like a crazy amount like I used to. But like it's good for my mental health. It's nice. Juju, being a first time mom was the most isolating experience for me. I'm glad you'll be getting more support. Yes, totally agree. It can be very, very isolating, especially when yeah, if you don't have support. And it's just so important to like get out of the house as well. So for any first time mums that did it during like lockdowns and stuff, wow, power to you. And single mums, oh my gosh, absolutely nuts. Hi from Philippines, looking good, mama. Hello, Dora. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had my hair cut yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, so what else did I need to say? What else did I want to say? One of you guys asked me about details about my engagement ring, and I'm happy to talk about that. I don't think it's very good camera here, but this is my engagement ring. We're not married, but we're engaged. We got engaged like 2 years ago. Um, and it's like apparently it's a radiant stone. I told Alex that I wanted something quite minimal but elegant, and I think he hit the nail on the head with that one. It's got like a squared off kind of band. It's gold because I wear mostly like gold jewelry, and then I just wish it was better focused, but you get the idea. This claw is actually silver, so it's meant to be able to just show off the diamond a little bit more when it's silver, I guess. But it's a radiant diamond, and I absolutely love it. It's just the best. In terms of us getting married, we definitely do want to get married eventually, but we just have no idea when. COVID was kind of putting a stop to our plans because obviously our family and friends are all over the world, Alex being from England. So we just never got around to planning the wedding because we didn't want to have to like cancel it and reschedule it like so many of our friends have had to do. Um, and then, yeah, we had a baby. So that kind of pushed it aside as well. But we'll get married eventually. Maybe when Nate is like a couple of years old and he can like walk down the aisle or something or hand us the rings. That would be really cute. I would love that. Um, and then the other big question that so many of you guys asked me was how my style has changed since becoming a mum. I want to talk about this heaps in videos in the future. Obviously, like style changes through lifestyle changes is something that I've spoken a lot about on my channel, and I think this is a good opportunity to talk about it again after becoming a mum, but I'll talk briefly about it now. I still think it's early days, like I'm 3 months in to talk like and say how exactly my style has changed. There's definitely a lot more activewear being worn, but it's nice activewear when I say that. Like, I often just throw on activewear in the morning because it is motivational to actually get myself up and out of the house. But when I put on my activewear, I still love to match my colors because if I'm just going to wear activewear all day, I want my activewear to be like nice tones that match each other. I choose the right trainers that match. Like that kind of stuff still brings me joy putting an outfit together. So I just do it in my own way. It's either activewear or loungewear, and it's, to me, pretty. It makes me feel nice and it's nice colors. Um, In terms of, like, when I actually put an outfit together, like a proper outfit to go out, I have been wearing jeans a lot, jeans and a T-shirt, which to me was my style. My style was quite casual before I became a mum, so, um, I think it's gonna be relatively similar. I was very much a jeans and a T-shirt kinda gal, loved wearing my trainers. Um, so that's been the same. Because 'cause I've been breastfeeding, it's been a lot of things that have, like buttons at the front or something that's easy to just whip my boob out and give him a feed. So I have bought quite a few new things, um, but secondhand, mainly on Depop and Facebook Marketplace. Um, I've had bought some beautiful, like, midi dresses that I've been wearing in winter and, like, layering them up with boots and tights and jackets, and they've got buttons down the front so I can breastfeed easily. Lots of, like, cardigans and jumpers like this. This is actually a new jumper cardigan thing, but I'm actually wearing it backwards, so it's meant to be a sweater, but I'm wearing it backwards and it's a cardigan and it's a size large. So I got it secondhand, but it's like, I don't mind that oversized drapey kind of look. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? It definitely like matches my like French style that I tend to like and am drawn to recently. But I've kind of been living in this and living in my activewear and mainly. Um, but yeah, wearing a lot of black leggings as well. I can't believe it because I've never really liked black leggings that much, but I've been trying to make black leggings work. I wore them a lot during my pregnancy with a lot of like oversized tops and boots and trainers. Um, what's another thing that I got? Oh, yeah, I had to invest in a pair of flat boots because all of my boots were like heels like this or like even higher. So I invested in like a black chunky Chelsea boot. I think they were kind of like really trendy last year and still trendy now, but I really like them and I hope they stay like in style for a while. But I got mine secondhand on Facebook Marketplace and I think they were like 250 new and I got them for like 150 and the girl hadn't even taken them out of the box. So, yeah, Facebook Marketplace and Depop, just the best, um, for all the secondhand stuff. But, yeah, I haven't bought anything new in such a long time. It's all just been secondhand, which has been really nice. What else do I wanna say? And I think that might be it. I think that's mainly yeah, I've touched on most of what I wanna talk about. I don't wanna go too much longer, because it's my bedtime in about half an hour, and I wanna do some things to, like, wind down before I go to bed. But I'll see if there's anything else that if you have any more questions that you want me to, um, talk about, chuck them in the chat now before we wind this down. But, I'm sure once I press end, I'm gonna think of all these things that I wanted to talk about. But that's okay. I can do this again in the future. In the future, I can do some that are more like focused on like actual clothing and stuff. Today, I just really wanted to catch up with you guys and kind of let you know where I'm at and where my head's at and what my plan is for the future. Because I don't want you to forget about me. Because I think about YouTube every day, and I'm so sad that like I can't be creating. So yeah, it's just a bit of a mental thing for me at the moment, but I know I'll be back eventually. Oh my goodness, hello, what are you wearing now? Well, I just spoke about this jumper, but the bottom half, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in my pajama pants. So yeah, it's 9 p.m. on a Saturday night and I'm a mum, so I'm in my PJs and slippers. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I'll wrap it up and say goodbye. And if you guys want to kind of keep updated with what I'm up to in my personal life, do go follow me on Instagram because I share stuff to my stories all the time. I don't share a lot of Nate, but I share like other stuff of what we're doing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been lovely to talk to you guys, and I'm going to end this now, and I'm going to leave it up if you want to catch up again or watch it again. I don't know if you want to do that. But yeah, nice to talk to you, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good evening. You too. Bye.